Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. We'll start in a couple of minutes. Okay. So I think today will be the final class.
Yes, sir, the final
So
class.
maybe primarily we can see that first, if you have any things that you want to ask, we can start with that. We'll, I will ask some questions and we can do some division in that way. That is another way. So nitrogen cycle, nitrogen fixation. Okay. So under nitrogen fixation, there are the two types. One is strongly associated with the plant. So we say that is nitrogen fixing bacteria that are free living, and the other one are associated with the plants. They are generally what you can tell symbiotic association with the plants. So that is in the root nodules of the leguminous plants. So we can say symbiotic. Okay. So anyone want to give examples of the nitrifying bacteria that are associated with the plant? Ayush Kumar, do you want to example of nitrifying bacteria that is associated with the plant?
Sir, Clostridium. Clostridium, sir.
Okay. You see, the Clostridium and Azotobacter, both of them are the free living. Okay. Associated with the plant is the only one example is there,
Rhizopus.
Rhizobium.
Rhizo.
Okay. Rhizobium is a bacteria. It is associated with the root nodules of leguminous plants. But Rhizopus
Sir, mold.
is a mold. It is a fungus. It is a fungus.
Yes, sir, fungus, a type of fungus.
So
Bread mold.
bread mold. So you should not confuse between Rhizobium and Rhizopus. Okay. So Rhizobium is the bacteria that is present in the root nodules of leguminous plants, whereas the Clostridium and Azotobacter both are the free living. So when we say free living, that means it is able to fix the nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. Okay. Okay. So another part where nitrification process takes place. So this is stage number 1 where there is a fixation of nitrogen. Second stage is the nitrification. Okay. So nitrification, what is going to happen, that whatever the nitrates are there in the soil, whatever the nitrates that are there in the soil through bacteria, they has to come to the plants, because plants, whether they can use directly atmospheric nitrogen,
No, sir, they cannot use.
they cannot use. Even we can't use, humans also can't use direct atmospheric nitrogen. We are breathing that nitrogen, but as we have seen, inhaled air and exhaled air, whatever that is coming, that it is same proportion
Remains
is
the
going,
same, sir.
releasing same thing. The same thing is also with the plants. So how they can get that nitrogen? They can get the nitrogen if it is present in the compound form, that is in the nitrate, nitrite. Okay. So in your chemistry also you have seen a nitrate. So what is the nitrate?
NO3.
NO3 what?
Sir, with a single negative charge. So single.
8, no? Nitrate.
Yes.
So 8 means you have to go for the common acid, that is nitric acid. Okay.
HNO3.
Nitric acid, it is HNO3. So because it is HNO3, so NO3 minus, it will become, that will be the nitrate. So in the form of a nitrate, okay, or in the form of the ammonium ion, okay, ammonium ion is what formula?
So NH4. No,
NH4
NH4 with a positive charge.
positive charge, plus 1 charge. Okay, ammonium ion. So either it will be in the form of nitrate, ammonium, okay, or nitrite also is possible. Nitrite. So nitrite will be what? Ite.
NO2.
O2 minus.
Answer with a single negative charge.
Single link. Charge will not change. Ite will be the one oxygen will be there. So these are the common form of nitrogen that can be absorbed by the plant.
So then we'll look for nitrous acid. It's a nitrous.
So here, what because we are talking biology here, so here we are interested in the what bacteria is doing this conversion process. So here ammonia is converted to the ammonium compound, okay, which in turn is converted to nitrates. So nitrite formation, this nitrite formation is by the bacteria Nitrosomonas. Nitrosomonas. Okay, this is a little bit confusion point, so examiners it becomes a favorite question. Okay, whereas nitrates formation, 8 formation is coming from the Nitrobacter. Nitrobacter nitrate, Nitrosomonas nitrite. Okay, so I think both are nitro. Here it is Somonas. Here it is Bacter. Okay, so maybe you can ACT.
Sir, nitrosomonas. Sir, nitrous monas. Nitrous monas.
You can use something, you can use whatever you can make up, and try to remember, because this is one confusion point. Okay, so you have to, so this is one brief thing in this chapter, and there is the third step, that is a denitrification. Nitrification. Denitrification is the conversion of what to what?
So nitrates to nitrogen. Sir, the compounds of which contain the nitrogen is then converted back to the atmospheric nitrogen. Again, it's given back.
Yes. So it is coming out in the what form? In the nitrogen gas. Okay. The nitrogen gas form it will be released. This is by the bacteria Pseudomonas. Pseudomonas. Okay. So Pseudomonas will convert these nitrates in the soil into atmospheric nitrogen. Right. Okay. Mm, difference between Kwashiorkor marasmus is a repeating question and important question. Still, there are many students who do the mistake in this question.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
So once may you explain the difference between vaccine and antibiotic?
Sir, before this, a small doubt.
Mm.
Sir, regarding the previous, sir, where you have discussed about nitrogen fixing and nitrification. So that nitrogen fixing, in that, sir, the atmospheric the nitrogen is converted and then is directly used by the plant.
Which one here you're telling? Free,
So
yes.
nitrogen
Symbiotic.
fixation, yes, sir.
Ah. So here, this is symbiotic. What is happening? That this bacteria, that is the rhizobium, is present
Yes, sir.
in the root nodules of that leguminous plants.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So it is there in the root nodule. So if you cut it and look under the microscope, you will see some pink spots will be there. That bacteria will be there. So what
Yes,
this
sir.
bacteria is doing, it will take the nitrogen from the atmosphere, convert it into
Yes, sir.
nitrates and give the plant, and in turn it will take the other nutrients from the plants for its growth.
Okay, sir.
Next question here is vaccine antibiotic. I think it is something not so difficult. I think some of you may be able to answer.
Yes, sir.
Mm. So antibiotic and vaccine. First difference you can tell. Nature. Chemically, antibiotics are what? Are the chemical compounds of pharmaceutical compounds, or they are carbohydrates, proteins, fats? What kind?
So we can say, sir, vaccine is given before it enters, while antibiotic is given after we are inculcated with that particular thing.
Yes, vaccine is a preventive measure.
Yes, sir, preventive measure.
So one another fancy term for vaccine is preventive medicine. Okay. Whereas antibiotics are curative, used for treatment. Curative
So
medicine.
like there is the vaccine for COVID, while once we have seen a new popular is the coronel, which is a supportive medicine in this case.
So whatever we are giving, antibiotic is going to prevent the growth of that one, but vaccine is going to prevent the infection in the first place itself. So vaccine is going to stimulate the immune system, whereas antibiotic does not have any business with the immune system. It is this chemical will directly kill or inhibit that microorganism. Okay, so here important one here is quasi-orchar and marasmus. Okay, this is a repeating question, but still many students do make mistake in this quasi-orchar marasmus. Okay. Which one takes place in less than 1 year children?
Sir,
Sir,
Kwashiorkor.
Kwashiorkor.
Sir, Cozy
Mm. Okay, first let us see, important is that protein deficiency is in which one?
Marasmus.
Sir, Kwashiorkor.
So in
Sir,
Kwashiorkor it is protein
Yeah,
deficiency. In marasmus it is diet
So it is
deficiency.
the both protein, carbohydrate, fats.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
So dietary deficiency.
So how to remember? This is always confusion. Kwashiorkor marasmus. First, what you have to know is that in Kwashiorkor, it is a protein deficiency. But in marasmus, it is all complete energy, you can tell. Okay. So in that energy, you are getting carbohydrates, proteins, fats in the diet.
So some books absurdly write it as carbohydrate.
No, that should not be read like that. Okay. Now what is happening is quasi-occur is a long term, no? Marasmus is a shorter term. This takes place in children 1 to 5 years of age, and this takes place in infants up to 1 year of age.
Two. Third. Oh, sorry. Um,
Okay, so in marasmus it is taking less than 1 year of age. So in this way, maybe it is a bit easy to remember. Okay, smaller term for younger children, quasi occur is a longer term, 1 to 5 years of age. Now what is going to happen with protein deficiency? That means what is happening here, children 1 to 5 years of age, so almost the child is 1 year, then they stop feeding the milk, and they totally shift to the carbohydrate food, for example. Then the child will have the protein deficiency. Okay, though you're getting good amount of energy in the other foods, but protein deficiency is coming. So because there is a protein deficiency, what will happen, the child will have edema of legs and face. Okay, so what you say, the baby will look like a fatty, but it won't be energetic. So that condition, what you say, edema, is like, the body is filled up with water rather than with energy. So we say that the swelling or that kind of condition is called edema. Okay, so because the protein is deficient, what is happening is the child will develop edema of the face and legs. The skin will look dark and scaly. Okay, less protein. Okay, skin is dark and scaly. This 4 points, if you remember. Okay, then you will compare it with marasmus. Okay, marasmus, short term, less than 1 year, deficiency of energy. Here there is edema, here there is no edema. Okay, and there is no darkening of the skin and all. But here what is happening additionally is that the muscles will degenerate, and there is a weakness of the body. Okay, so here also students confuse, because muscle means protein. Okay, that means marasmus may be protein deficiency. How you have to remember, first you start from this point, quasi occur, very long term, 1 to 5 years of children. Okay, here you have to remember like a story. Okay, 1 to 5 year of children. Okay, so small children, they are given milk. Milk protein is the main source, but 1 to 5 year of age, if you stop giving the milk and only carbohydrate food, then what will happen, that is a protein deficiency will take place, quasi occur protein deficiency. Okay, so protein deficiency took place, then what is going to happen, edema of face and skin becomes dark and scaly. So immediately all the points on marasmus side you will be able to write. Okay, next. Pancreas secrete the pancreatic juice.
Yes,
So this
pancreatic juice.
pancreatic juice, it will be useful in the digestion of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, all of them or few of them. What are the enzymes?
All of them.
all of them. Okay, you have to follow the way I have taught you in the class. No, pancreas. When you are coming to pancreas, here all carbohydrates, proteins, and fats all will be digested by the pancreatic juice. Okay, for carbohydrate digestion, that is the starch, there is the amylase amylopsin. In the case of proteins, there is the enzyme
Trypsin.
trypsin
Trypsin.
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 and it says trypsin. Okay. So in this way, same thing is there, but question can be framed in a different way. Okay, but you have to if you memorize in that way I have taught you, that should not be a problem. You will be able to recorrect. Okay. Skeleton types of joints and that ligament and tendon important. You have to give more importance there. Skin.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you once explain the structure of vertebra?
Vertebra, you see, the whole of the vertebra has how many regions?
Sir, 5 regions.
Vertebra. 5 regions. Okay. Starting from the neck. Okay, from neck it is called cervical. Okay, chest region, thoracic. Okay, then coming to the lower back, lumbar. What we say, back pain, that is a lumbar region. And still we go below, there are the fused bones, which is having the two regions. One is the sacrum and the coccyx. Okay, so in this way 5 regions are there. Okay, cervical. So these days this term is very common, cervical spondylitis. Okay, so that is nothing but that is the problem with the cervical region of the vertebrae, that is the neck region.
Many cervical cancer patients also.
Yes, cervical cancer is also there. Okay, cervical, thoracic, that is a chest region, lumbar, lower back, sacrum and coccyx is in a way you can tell this is the tail part. Okay,
Yes, sir. Rudimentary tail.
yes, which is now fused. The number of bones are there in each of these. Okay, so total you can try to remember. If you can remember, that is good. Okay, so but as of now, okay, you, for example, totally 33 bones are there. Okay, but these two regions are fused. Okay, and there are these 5. Okay, overall this broad way is sufficient as of now. Next.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, may you once explain the structure of vertebrae, sir? Particular vertebrae.
vertebrae.
That I
Okay, individual vertebrae. It is this lot of detail is not required here in your case. So here vertebrae, individual vertebrae will have the, you can have like okay. I am not a very extraordinary artist, but okay, we will try to do some justice. Okay, the typical vertebrae will have this region which is called the neural spine. because ultimately, like, during the class I have explained with the animation also, and all those things I have shown in the original class. So what happens, that the vertebrae in between this hollow cavity, the spinal cord is going through it, and also there are some nerves that need to come out from these sides. Okay. Further, for this vertebrae, there will be a vertebrae on top of it and below it. So there should be some kind of what you say, facet region. Okay, a facet region for articulating with the other next vertebrae. Okay, that is how the flexibility will come. Okay, so here this one is the neural spine. This sidewise extension region is called a transverse process. Okay, this one inside is the neural canal. Okay, and this sidewise neural arch. So you can follow, it's given in your textbook also. Okay, so this is basic what is there. Okay, don't have to go too deep now at this point of time. Okay, so you can concentrate more on the overall organization of this skeletal system, and give more importance on the ribs. Okay, ribs part is the important. There are the how many pairs of ribs are there?
So 12 pairs,
Sir,
sir.
12.
12 pairs, easy to remember, 1 dozen. Okay, 1 dozen ribs are there, out of which number 11 and 12 are free floating,
Yes, sir. Floating ribs, not connected to the sternum.
not connected to the sternum, and two of them, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 8, 9, 10 are indirectly connected to the sternum, and 1 to 7 are directly connected to the sternum. Okay, so ribs. Okay, types of joints is important. Okay, gliding joint, pivot joint, hinge joint, ball and socket joint. Example, that is important. Okay, where it is found. Antagonistic muscles. What are antagonistic muscles? Give two examples. For example, that can be also good question.
Sir, a small doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, why with raising age the old man complain of stiff bones, stiff joints, sir?
Stiff joints.
Yes, sir.
That is the movement of the at the joints is not free.
Yes, sir. It sticks.
Yeah, there are the two reasons. One is the synovial fluid.
Yes, sir. Salivary foot, which provides the lubrication. Yes, sir.
Okay, there will be some problem with that one. And also other thing is that whatever that cartilage is there
Yes, sir.
in between the bones at the joints,
Yes, sir. That too also.
yeah, it will be over the so many years of wear and tear, that will
Yes,
also
sir.
give problem. And mostly what is happening, other thing is that whatever this ligaments and tendons are there,
Yes, sir.
they will also lose their strength.
Flexibility. Yes, sir.
They will also lose their strength. So there are so many factors are there. Okay.
Okay, sir.